Welcome back. It's been a while. Let's get off and I'll show you where I'm going, eh? Well, I'm at the destination. That was a quick welcome back. I have been going out, I just haven't been doing any filming, usual tale. I've just had a right good break from it. And I mean, since I finished the Wainwrights, I've been a bit of a loss what to do really. Well, not a loss, but... And what I'm trying to do, I've been back to the Lake District 2 or 3 times. I've had a trip up with friends and been on camps on my own on this pike, but I must have driven past this doing the Wainwrights. I must have driven past this a lot of times, backwards and forwards. I don't know about hundreds, but so it's familiar, but I've never been up it. So I've come to the Cumbrian North Pennines. So the aim of today, I don't know if you can see up there, there's Great Dun Fell, and across is Crossfell, which is the highest mountain outside of the Lake District in England. So anyway, but I've been on the A66 hundreds of times, and I've never come off it. Parked in a lovely village called Milburn. Very pretty villages that you drive through, and it's kind of this lowland sheep farming kind of area, and it's gorgeous. That looks like some kind of an old lime kiln or something like that. Something like that. So yeah, I'm just having a change. I found it very hard to let the sorry, just get through this gate. I found it very difficult to let the Lake District go, if I'm being honest. It is a gorgeous place, but sorry, just shut this. There are a lot more places out there. I need to broaden my horizons. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be able to see the lakes. I've heard that up across Fell you're supposed to be able to see east to the Cheviot on a clear day, but I don't know if it's going to be that clear. It's good this morning. I think it's going to cloud up this afternoon and maybe a bit of rain overnight. Mist in the morning as usual for this one. And then it's supposed to clear up, but we are going through a very cold stretch this week, and it did say there was a chance of some wintry showers as well, sort of towards the morning and getting into tomorrow. So I brought my big stuff, my winter bag and stuff, so it should be comfy. So yeah. So just over this hill, that's Great Dun Fell. Over that way is over towards Nick et al, all that stuff. Something else I need to do, so I'll shut up waffling now and I'll get to the bottom of this steep incline, bring you back on the summit to see. Okay. Wow. It's a steep valley. I wonder what that's about. Glacial lake or something. We go around it and then follow that wall line up, I think. I'll still look a bit at geology when I get back from around here. Assuming this is some kind of a glacial lake when the glaciers have retreated. I don't know. It's muddied, silted up. Interesting one, that. Right, off we go. Onward and upward. Oh, I'm down for a bit here. Just realised on the map there's a couple of dams just up round the corner, so I suspect this is just an old dam, and maybe it was the steep sides of the valley, but there's just some, that's where we've just come from, and then the dams are up round there. There's a couple of them, so that'd have been 1, 2, 3. I suppose there were all sorts of old workings around here. Did see that lime kiln down there, so I don't know. The Lake District, the entirety laid out in front of us. I recognise a few of them. There's Blencatter and Skidder behind it, and all the northern fells. We're going to go up, across, and then up and round up there. Coming up to Silverband mine workings. That's quite a considerable building over there. Just come up past that kind of lift or pylon or whatever. It's like some kind of old motor. And an old generator. There's quite a road here. Pond. That looks quite a well kept place. I wonder if it's kind of some sort of a shooting thing. Can't see that it's actually shown on the map there. Let's have a nosy. radar thing. I don't know if you're not supposed to film that one, but we'll see. Got a bit of a pull up there. Let's have a look at this. Looks empty. It's probably something to do with this place, I suppose. I'm not sure which way you can get up, but I'm just going to follow this track up. Maybe it's going across rough moorland. Right, put you away till I get to the top. Well, that was a pull up. Oh, you can see where we've come up. Side of those woods there. Steep pull up, fell across there. And what a surreal sight this is. Wow. No idea. I don't know if this place is still in use or what. I'm not supposed to film, I don't know. This must have been the old service track for it. What a strange place. .848 metres. I think it used to be part of an early water system. I don't know if it still is. It looks a bit knackered. I'm just actually joining. I put this back on because we're here, but we're actually joining the Pennine Way here, which I started in Edale many times. So that's the so this is the Pennine Way, and oh, I forget the name of that reservoir, Green Summit Reservoir, and this is Teesdale, Upper Teesdale, which just looks massive. Looking up there towards the Scottish borders, and where we're going next, Little Dunfell, and then in the distance Crossfell. What a beautiful place. We'll have to work out what these hills are down here. Right, that was a bit of a cheeky pull up there. Can't lose the path now. So there we go. The next hill, Little Dunfell. Well, here we are. Right, this is the ice point today. I'm a bit tired after that. 893 metres, Crossfell. Nice big shelter there. It is amazing views. Oh, they are amazing views. Looks like it's clouding up a bit in the biggest ones in the Lake District. See Coniston Fells down there, Central Scar Fells, and over towards Blencathra and Skiddaw. And I can just see, you probably can't pick it up on here, I can just see across the water over to Scotland, the southern fells in Scotland, past Gretna and north up to the borders. Phenomenal view. And then eastward, you suppose. I think eastwards that way. I think that you're supposed to be able to see the Cheviot from here on a clear day. Now I don't know if it's clear enough, but that is a sizable mound. So that could be over there, or down there. I think it's that. Might be that one over there. I'll have to sit and work it out on the app. So I'm gonna have a sit down and a drink here. It's not a massive breeze, but it's when the sun goes in, it is pretty chilly. So I'm gonna take the weight off here and just have a chill out for a bit. Have a drink. You can just see the where we've come from, the early warning station at Great Dunfell. Well, I came this way. I was going to come last week, but it was going to be terrible weather on the Saturday, so I just put it off. I think the fog's going to be down in the morning, but it's worth it for this. Right, I've just come down off the top. It was glorious on top, and I could see the Lake District. I could see a big bank of rain blowing in from the Lake District, so I found a flat bit of ground. I've come off the top because you just can't get pegs in up there. There were a really nice spot just down from the top, but it were a bit exposed with the wind. So I've just come down over this like little shoulder. Got pitched up in the I think I need to have a play around with the guys. Got pitched up with some nice views. I think there's going to be showers in and off now, in and out. But it looks like it's raining in the Lake District. A few spots here now. Forecast. It's supposed to rain for sort of light rain on and off for a couple of hours, and then I think it's to brighten up about 10 o'clock. So, knowing me, I'll be crashed out then though. Right, it looks like this is coming in for a while, so when I finish getting myself sorted out, probably just have a walk around and make sure some of these are tightened up properly. Stuff's just lofting in there. And like a brew. So I'll shut up, Cal in and get in. Alright, bring you back in a bit. Well, it's about 10 to 6. It was sort of showering a bit, but it's coming pretty heavy now. It was forecast. So I'll probably get a bit of tea on in the next 10 minutes or so. It's been a cracking day, so I can't complain. I'm glad I still came. Like I say, I was expecting a bit of this rain. I think it's going to be on and off through till about 9 o'clock. But the kind of mist down. It's not too bad where I am, but anything below me, above me, is completely clagged out. So not much else to do than relax really. We'll get something to eat, have a tot of whiskey probably, and just relax, listen to a bit of radio, usual. So I'll bring you back if there's anything to report. But it's just the pitter-patter of rain. God, it rained last night, all night, but it's stopped now. Get some grub and a coffee, get packed up. There's not to hang around for. It's pretty foggy, as it said on the forecast. So as long as it doesn't start raining again, I'll get packed up and get off. So yeah, I'll get me coconut rice porridge. Well, I've had my breakfast and a coffee. I'm not hanging around because, as you can see, visibility is down to about 50, well, it's about 100 metres, but then it keeps blowing in. It's about 50 metres probably. So there's my dry spot. It did pelt it down at night, so I've got to find my way over towards the path back down the Pennine Way, and then I'm going to cut off down a bridle way then. Showers keep blowing in and out. It's supposed to lift at about 8 o'clock this, but I can't really see. Can't see top of this. By. Right, I'm going to get that on and get down, so I'll bring you back in a bit. Back on the Pennine Way. Crossfell is notoriously bad in this weather because it's such a flat top. So many roots off. Mistakes can be easily made. Coming up to one of the big cairns. So we're just going to dip off down here, and as we get towards the call between Crossfell and Little Dunfell, there's a bridle way that turns off, well, it actually crosses it, but I'm going to turn off right. So I'm going to put this away because it's a bit tricky and there's some lichen on the rocks. Right, I've got down a bit more. Not sure what altitude we're at, but it's not thinning out any of this. So we're here at the crossroads. That's the Pennine Way carries on, and we're going to take this this bridle way that intersects it and drop down straight down the hill. Quite nice that. I like that. Nice bit of carving. Like a good tattoo, that. Tell you what, it's unbelievable this time of year because you walk during the day and it's pretty warm. And then this morning it had feels like -4, and I could feel it. My hands are only just warming up now, after about sort of 15 minutes from taking the tent down. Right, I'm gonna have to get off because the bridleway I'm on just seems to disappear into the mud, so I'm gonna have to put you away and take a bit of a bearing, look at the map. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Just getting down to the cloud line. Looks pretty amazing actually. Cloud base. Couldn't see that 30 seconds ago. That's Penrith over there. You can just see the Lake District. Bit of sun on some of the fells. That's pretty awesome. Just across farmland now into the back of the village, getting stared at by sheep. It's just like this. There is a footpath across here, so I'll probably take this opportunity to sign off now. There's a couple of fields back at the village, then get myself sorted out at the car. So if you've stuck it out this long, thank you for sticking it out. I'm aiming to take in different places, so I'll still get to the Lake District every now and again, but I do need to broaden my horizons. I'm hoping to get to the Cheviots and maybe Wales and other places. So I'll stop waffling, and thank you for watching. Cheers, thanks, bye. I'll leave you with these glowers.